So here we have our normal electrical panel for an overflow filling machine. Consisting of the bottles per minute readout, power, your top valves, your tank valve, your capper bottle stop, your pump. Everything's controlled by here, your e-stop, so on and so forth. So when you go to setup mode, basically if you had a door open, what happens is you get a flashing light, and all you have to do to reset that is press the reset button. Now, when you are in a setup mode, everything is manual, and you can only hit the jog button, and that's because you're in a setup mode. That's a jog button. You can your speed control goes out because only the jog works. Only in manual mode can you increase and decrease the cam. Also, you can start your conveyor, and you can start your pump. But just to know, your pump can't come on unless your tank valve or your top valve is open. Once it's open, then you can turn on your pump, and you see the product coming through. Okay. All right. We turn the pump off, and now if we want to go to, we'll close the valve. If we want to go to auto mode, you'll see right away that there's a blinking light because there's a door open. So once you close the door, you're set for auto mode. You reset it, your doors say they're active. You give yourself some conveyor speed, some pump speed, your filler carousel speed, and then what you have is an in-feed photo eye, which is located about 4 feet in front of the feed screw. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it for right now, so that we can turn on the machine. So once it's covered, and that indicates that you have an inventory of bottles. You also have a backup eye where the bottles back up, the filler will stop. So once you got all those parameters set and you're ready to go, you got bottles, you can start your filler. Once you start the filler, your bottles are coming through. They're getting filled and coming out. So let's say you ran out of the bottles were coming in, and you ran out of bottles. There you go. The in-feed eye stopped the machine because there was no bottles. Once you cover the eye back up again, the valve opens up, and then the machine starts. You'll notice that it had a delay to let the pump start and start overflowing. So we're back to filling the bottles again. The bottles are going around, coming out through the machine. They're coming out, and then let's say they start to back up. And they back up to here, and the machine stops. We go ahead and clear that fault. The top valve opens, pump starts pumping, and then the machine will start. There you go. That's basically what goes on. The other thing that we have is a third eye for the capper, because we have basically a capper bottle stop here, which is actually located in front of the capper on this conveyor, and we have a backup eye for the capper. So if the bottles back up to this eye, what happens is the bottle stop comes out, and will stop the bottles from going into the capper. I don't know if you can see that. You let go, and the bottle stop comes back. They back up, and the bottle stops there. That stops the bottles. And eventually what's going to happen is the bottles will stop there, and they're going to come back and then go back to the backup eye by the filler, and the filler will stop. Therefore, stopping all machines from running and continuing going on. Once you clear that out, the filler will start up once again. Okay, there it goes, and then everything assumes to be good again. So that's the capper bottle stop, and the capper backup eye. The only thing that doesn't stop is the conveyor, and we control the conveyor through the filler. And that speed is controlled by the conveyor speed. By the way, the conveyor always has to run 10% faster than the filler feed screw, because you want to have the bottles on the front edge of the feed screw, leading the bottle into the stars and guides, not pushing them. That's very critical. So if you happen to look at the conveyor and you follow the teeth on it, you can see that it goes a little bit faster than the feed screw. That's so you're not pushing the bottle, because when you push the bottle, it'll tilt into the stars and guides, and if it tilts, you're going to miss it and it's going to cause wreckage.